Hi everybody, I am Aboogoost. My real name is Ryan, and this is the game that we made for the game jam. It's called Oversight Committee. I'm going to be playing with my buddy Fraser, and let's just jump into it. We'll just play a quick game so you can see how it works. So we'll go to online multiplayer, and my code is AMNB. So I'm blue. Are you in here? Okay, perfect. I think I'll just mute now and talk to you in a bit. You too. See ya. Alright, so first thing we do is set up these nodes, or the agents. And I kind of like to just do like, well, I don't know, I haven't really figured out a strategy, but let's just do something like this. Actually, you know what, I'm going to reverse this because I don't want a straight shot to my director. The objective is that one. So the goal here is to try and get an intel up to this political sector. These two sectors aren't going to matter for this first objective, you can see over here. So I'm going to start out by probably just paying to his political sector, and that will allow me to intercept if he tries to send assets to his. Now I can't see any of his agents right now, and that's because I haven't done any infiltrating, which I will probably do on the next turn so I can get a feel for what he's doing. So there goes the next turn. There's no sound effects or anything, but hopefully in the future. So we will do, yeah, we'll infiltrate over, so that's one action. And I could use my other action to pay this, and that way I'll know if he's made a connection over. I could also make another connection, like it's one to make a connection, so I could do both of these, which also might be valuable. So I'll probably actually do that. There's something weird going on with the tooltips, but that's okay. Yeah, let's just do that. So now we can see, you know, what he's got, and that's interesting. So it's possible that he did some manipulation, like, you know, added some new agents. There's a move called promote, but more likely these are his 3 starting agents, and then he's got a boss up here. So that's good for us because we can get straight to his director, I guess is what we call it. So that might be worth considering, is just making a line straight through there. But I think we need to get some payment down. So let's do probably on these 2. I want to spread it out so that, yeah, so that I can see when he's made a connection. So now I know he's up to here. So he's probably going to be paying this. So that's actually not great for me. So I'm probably going to jump up above and pay here, and then try to, you know, in the future change that connection. So that'll be my turn 5, or turn 4 rather, is to pay here. I want to keep him, you know, you want to keep your higher agents more loyal. So that payment means if I'm paying them more than he's paying my agents, then that means I can successfully send a command through. Otherwise, he will be able to intercept it. So I think for my 5th turn, what I'm going to do is send a fake asset down to here to see if he is paying this one yet, or if he's possibly paying this one too. Which, oh, see, and he's sent one. This could be a fake. If it's a fake and I intercept it, then he will see that I'm paying this one too. But I also don't really have a choice here, because if it's not a fake, he's going to win the first objective, which is probably as long as this whole video is going to be. So I think I got to do that. And instead, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new agent here, so that next turn he's going to have to invest some resources into exploring that. And actually, I could send that fake command here. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a surveillance. So this will tell me how much he's paying that one. We'll do that. Okay, so he's got an assassinate coming. Ooh, that's bad. But so yeah, that means that he has paid up to here. So he's going to try to assassinate my director, which will give him the win. But luckily I have this paid so I can intercept, which also probably means that I should pay probably both of these actually, so that I can intercept that in the future. So on this next turn, we'll be able to see the results of this surveillance. We'll see what that is. And we'll probably just try sending an asset down into this sector. Okay, so he's paying that too. So that means that we can't really do anything unless we go around it. I was also kind of thinking that we need to pay one here onto both of these, probably. And at the same time, we still need to be exploring to find out where his director is, because he has a link to mine right now, and I don't have one to his. So that's a little sketchy, but so far I've got it, you know, pretty well locked down, I think. So I think what we'll do is we'll... oh, whoops, I did that wrong. We'll cancel. We need to reparent, reassign is what it's called, up to here. And then we will... I think actually, let's just do another surveillance to there. That'll tell me if that gets intercepted that he's paying that more. Now we have one left, so now we can explore up through here, I think is what we'll do. Interesting. Okay, so that probably means that he has a path to his director between these two, is my guess. And then this one probably comes to here, just because that's the rules when you're making a new one, but it is possible that he moved it. If he moved it up to here, I would have seen it. He could have moved it to his director, and that's kind of scary, so I might need to pay that. Or I know he's paying this one too. You know, I think I'm just gonna try and send the intel through. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so he's paying that one 1, so the tie goes to me because I'm blue and it's my agent. So that will get through, and as long as he isn't paying this one 3, then this asset should be safe, so I should win the objective, hopefully. We'll see. But now I think is the time to pay probably both of these to kind of lock that down. So let's do that. A payment costs 2 on your first and then 1 for your second payment, so you can pay 2 agents in 1 turn, or you can pay 1 and then have an action left over to do something else. I like that he's thinking hard. He hasn't gone yet. Yeah, so... Okay, nice. So we got it through, so we won the first objective. So now we need to get 2 to the financial sector here. And that's good, because that means that we control this. We still know that he's paying 2 here. Yeah, I don't know what that bug is with the background check. Anyway. Yeah, so that's good for us. We just won the first objective. And now this is likely his director. Well, is it? Yeah, probably. We wouldn't be able to see this connection because we don't have a connection to either of them. So that's my guess, is that's his director. And this, okay, so he did what we said. He moved this over to that one, so that's actually interesting. Which I couldn't see last turn because I hadn't paid it yet. And okay, so I think we have this path pretty well locked down. We should probably just invest some more in it. We need to decide what we're going to do with this. If we're going to try to bypass him like we did there, we could assassinate him also. We also need to be worried about this, so I'm probably going to put my second pay into that one. Just because, like, you know, obviously that's pretty important to keep under control. And now to keep the pressure on, I want to add another agent here. And I'll probably parent up above, reassign, I guess is what it's called. So I think I'll do that. And the reason for that is because he may not see that connection right away. depending on how much he has this one paid. And so in that case, he will be worried, you know, to know where this is connected to. And also, if he's not paying this enough, then I can just send an asset straight through, which I might try to do. It is paid 0, but, you know, let's try it. So turn 12. Yeah, let's just send that through and see how it goes. Did I miss the button? There we go. We'll see how that goes. Because, well, we could also send a trap here. Let's try that, actually. Okay, so we're going to send a trap. I just keep moving my mouse off of it, I guess. So we'll send a trap here. If he intercepts that, we'll see how much he's paying. So that could be here or there. And then we have 2 left, so let's actually just pay this agent 1. We want to make sure when we're doing a trap, intelligence especially, that we don't do anything that he might be able to see, because a real intelligence would cost your entire turn. So payment he'll never be able to see, I guess, unless he did 2 surveillance in 2 consecutive turns or a background check. So I'm hoping that gets through. Let's run a background check over here and make sure that this is his director, which we think that it is. So a background check doesn't have to travel through the tree. And then we have 1 left, so I'm kind of curious what's going on up here. So let's do that. It's not directly applicable to this objective, because obviously we just need to get 2 here, but I'm hoping that that makes it through. Okay, it did, so that's good. And this is his director, which is what we thought. Okay, so this one made it through, so he didn't intercept it. So likely, and you know, that could have changed this last turn. He could have paid more. So I think what we should do is pay each of these 1 to hopefully secure that, and then we'll send the intel through on this next turn. So there's the turn, send the intel through. I'm not feeling very confident about this anymore. We know we did have it locked down at one point, but that was a while ago. So it's very possible that he could send something through. We haven't seen any new agents come out for him. But also with me winning the first objective, it's possible that he's just, you know, worried about like playing more defensively, I guess. So he's more worried about me getting through here. Although I wouldn't expect that trap to have gone through if that was the case. I would have expected him to be paying more to these. This one I didn't pay, like I didn't maximize my pay to that one, so if he was playing defensively, I would have expected that. I think what would be good here is to get some assassinations through, like this one particularly, I think would be good, because that will, well, I was gonna say because that would bring one of these agents up, but really we already have a connection here. So if he would probably promote from here, and so when you assassinate an agent, then you get to promote a new agent to fill that spot. So you probably promote from here, which would actually put us off worse. But I think it is pretty important to pay this one and probably this one. We don't know what's going to happen in the next objective. It could be tech. We haven't seen any action in the tech sector yet. So let's do that. Oh, yikes. Okay, so what happened here is I sent the asset here, but at the same time, he sent an assassination to my director, so he won the objective. And that's actually, I should have known that that is what was happening here. So we need to decide how that's happening and be able to stop it. We're pretty sure this is safe, so I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to assassinate my own here, and then promote from here, probably. In fact, or, well, I can't because it costs 2. I was going to say make a new one and then promote into there, but I could do that next turn, actually. Yeah, this is tricky. Because he could potentially win a second round if he has sent another assassination through, which is very possible. With my last point, I think I'll just throw a trap down. Probably just another intel. I think I'll go this way, because this is most likely the path that he. Well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how he was sending that assassinate, but we'll try that. Okay, this is looking pretty bad. So we got 2 political and 1 financial. He's got the financial. This one counted for me because he won right after mine came through. That's probably something that I'll patch in the future, but... and I didn't see that. So that means that he's paying this one at least 2, this one at least 1. But it also confirms that this is most likely the path that he sent that assassinate through. So what I need to do, I think, is quickly get a handle on this political sector. He's almost certainly going to use this agent to put that through because, you know, assuming that this is that my analysis is correct and that's the path that he used for that, this is the way he's going to go about it. So let's just dump our pay onto that guy and we'll see what happens. He's thinking, so that's good. I'm hoping that he intercepts this so that we'll see, you know, it would be one of these 3 that he's paying. And then next turn, this one's going to be assassinated, so we'll promote... I think probably here. So this agent with 2 pay will come up to here. 2 pay. And I don't think that he will be outpaying this agent. So we'll see. Yeah, this went from I went from feeling pretty good to you know, not as good. Okay, so that got through, so that's interesting. And then I assassinated this agent, which we knew was going to happen. So I promote that guy up. And I really need to keep control of this. So, okay, and now we can see that. Could be a trap. But I don't think we can risk it, or can we? I don't think it is a trap. So I'm gonna intercept that. Because we know that he got that assassinate through. It was probably through this path, so he's probably sending just a real intel. And if that's true, that means he wasted that turn, so that's really good for us. Or at least it's it's a, you know, a possibility that we might be able to do something. I think we're probably outpaying this. This one I'm not sure about, but I think that we kind of need to take a risk if we're gonna win. So now is probably the time to just try and get an asset through. So let's do that. If I call the asset intel on accident, that's what we used to call it, so just that's the same thing. Alright, I mean, it just kind of depends on what happens there. I think we need to pay here and probably there. Because he probably paid it too. I don't know how far ahead it was. But luckily, we know whatever he does here has to go through this agent. So, you know, in order to get the political, which is the only 2 he has left is the political. Actually, both of us because of that bug, which, well, I guess it's technically not a bug, but it's a thing that I don't think belongs in the game anymore. Okay, so that's good. It's only 1, so he's probably going to pay double here or here. One of the 2. So most likely sending through another asset isn't going to work. We could try through this route. There's a possibility, not a high one though, so I don't think I'm going to do that. I think instead the move is to counter with my own paying and then try it again. Or I could make a new agent, which I think, as you can see, is what I will try, and do that, because I know this one's good. The only problem is that if he's paying here, which he could, and actually probably is going to double pay to there. So let's actually undo that. I think we need to counter by just double paying that one. And then we can do that next turn so that he has to spread his payment out. We need to, whatever we do, we need to stay on the offensive here because, you know, we're one away from winning the objective, not the game. We would have to, it's 3 objectives to win the game. So we can just do that. So now we have another option into here. That gives us 1 point left. Which I think what we'll do with that is we'll just do a surveillance on this and see where we're at. Yeah, let's do that. All right, next turn. It's really kind of a bummer that we don't have any kind of notification that the turn happened, but so it might not be very clear to people watching. So we'll see what happens with this. We haven't really intercepted much of his stuff. I think now is just the time to send that again. It's very possible he double paid here, but my guess is he double paid there. So, and we countered that. So that's what I'm going to bank on. We're going to see what happens. Hopefully we can get this objective. It's also possible that because we haven't seen any commands coming through from him, he's either been repaying up to here, or this is what I was worried about, that he's trying to get another assassination through onto my director. So, which is what he has done. So we'll intercept that. It could be a trap. I don't think so though, because we haven't seen any attempts, but it is concerning because it means that he is outpaying this one again. So that's probably going to be our turn, and we have to intercept that because if it's not a trap, well, we just lost the objective. So we know that he is paying this one 4 at the end of the turn. So this turn he could have double paid to 6, which would be bad. Hopefully this double pay counteracted that. It's more important to keep this one paid up. He's probably going to assassinate it at some point, but it's more important because it controls this political sector. Okay, cool. So we got the objective. So now we're 1 away from winning, and it's 2 to the financial and 2 to the tech. Nothing's been happening in tech. I don't know, you know, what he's got going on down here. I'm thinking we'll probably add another agent down here. So 2 to 1. We have a slight upper hand. I'm still nervous about him getting this assassination through. I'm kind of thinking what we should do, because he doesn't have any like connections down to here, is that we should assassinate this. So change the, let's just do it and see how it plays out. I don't know how this is going to go. I haven't ever done anything like this before. Actually, we'll do that on our next turn so that he doesn't know it's coming. We'll drop an assassinate here from our director. We'll have 1 left. Next turn we have to remember to reparent that over. And because he's not going to see this, we can just try to appear as if we're bum rushing an asset down to the tech sector. Yeah, let's do that. See what happens. All right. So this is going to get assassinated. So like I said, we need to move this over to here. so that we can promote up from this line. And then, oh, whoops, I think we did that in the wrong order. Okay, so first I need to move this because I'm pretty confident in this agent here. So we're gonna parent there and then parent here so that we'll be able to promote up from here, which leaves us one left. I don't like that neither of these are paid, but it's just kind of how it goes sometimes. Let's throw a surveillance down onto this one. From there, which is going to get assassinated, but that's fine. It'll just remove it from the command pathing, so. Okay, so that's assassinated. The decoy made it through, so that's interesting. My guess is he paid one to this agent last turn, but I didn't pay one to his, so, you know, who knows. We're going to promote through this line, so that'll promote this one up. And then I think we just need a double pay here. And this next turn, we'll find out how much this agent's being paid. This is really sketchy because all of a sudden, all of our connections are like consolidated into this one. Because of that, I should probably try some like promoting to kind of spread that out a little. But I mean, that's my turn. This turn is just that double payment. So we'll end our turn. We'll wait for his. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Surveillance sabotaged. I'm not even sure how that's possible, actually. I wonder if what happened is... I think it was a bug in any case. But that's bad. Because I am pretty sure that is this... Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure what that means is that he's outpaying this one. So that's pretty bad for us. I don't know why he let that trap intel go through. Trap asset. That's what we call it these days. So I'm thinking I can either double pay, which is what I've done, but I can also restart my turn and single pay and then send another trap down. I don't know why that keeps moving. Let's just do this. I don't, I'm not really sure. I haven't seen anything from him in a while. That worries me. And I think, let's just do it. Let's just try it and see, I'm not sure. Let's just try the double, honestly. And we're just gonna risk it. We're just gonna go for it, because if it works, it will be big. If it doesn't work, well, yeah. Okay, so that worked. That worked. We've got another one coming, so that's good. I mean, that was gutsy just to do that to begin with, so I don't know that he would have done the same thing, but, I mean, I don't know. Like, I did it, so why wouldn't he? This is the guy that we are concerned about at this point. We don't really have a great route to assassinate him. He's obviously being outpaid. This still could be being outpaid, and he just thought that was banking on it being a fake. I kind of feel like, I mean, what? It's 1-0, 1-0. I hope this goes through. I think what I'll do is double pay here. If this goes through and he doesn't get one through, then that will give us the upper hand here. And then we can start to play a little more aggressively, probably putting some pay on these and rearranging our structure a little bit to keep them guessing. Probably a promote or something. Let's see what happens though. Okay, so yeah. So we both did the same thing. I just double paid here. I have no idea how much he's paying that, but 9, that's a lot. It might make sense to assassinate. That's 2 turns of travel though. I have no idea how much he's paying through here. I feel reasonably confident that we could get another asset through to here. I'm thinking we should reassign or maybe even promote. So, okay, so my options, what I'm thinking is I can either just try to shove more assets through and hope that it works out, or I can set up for a little bit longer of a game. I can lose a round here. I can't afford to lose one because I'm up by 1. So, in that case, I think it's probably best to be aggressive here and just make him... Oh, I've messed up. I was thinking this was in the sector, but it's not. In that case, this one's more recently added. Have I successfully delivered... I successfully delivered intel to this one before, when it was paid 2. Alright, so in that case... Yeah, so I just misinterpreted what I was looking at, which is probably, is that what's happening here? No. Oh yeah, it's the spot. Okay. Ugh. All right. So in that case, I do need to set up some stuff. I'm thinking promote here, and this could be paid. Well, this can't be paid now. So I could if I reassign there, then I think I can reassign, I could reassign straight to there, which is basically just bypassing that. It's still paid 0. This is a brand new agent though. Let's do it, see what happens. That should scare him. I have no idea what's happening over here. I don't know. I should probably at least pay this one. I'm thinking we should just take a pay turn. Just do like that, see what happens. And then, so this one could be paid up to 2 now. In which case I'd also have to double pay. I kind of wonder if I should like reassign down to here or to here, like one of these. I don't know, I'm not really sure. I don't like that everything's just here. Like he could own this agent. It's only paid 4, it's not that much. Yeah, I honestly, I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit... I don't really know what he's doing. He has a pretty simple tree, which lets him put a lot of pay in one place. The normal way to exploit that would just be to send assassinates to his director. But I'm not really in a position where I can do that because I've let it go on for too long. And I'm kind of regretting not assassinating this agent early on. Like I talked about it, I don't know, probably like 10 turns ago, right? Okay, so 3... Okay, well this is actually very good. because that means that we own this agent, which I was convinced that by now that wouldn't be the case. Okay, so he's... my first thought is I'm not going to intercept any of these. That one's paid 0, so who cares? This one's paid 2. You know, that's fine if he knows that. I think what he's doing here is trying to figure out if he can successfully send another assassinate through to my director. So by not intercepting any of these 3, hopefully that makes him continue to think that he can. So I think the play here is double pay this agent, because he doesn't seem to think... I mean, I don't know, maybe this is a huge bluff, but he doesn't... I think that's what he's trying for. So let's double pay. Hopefully that keeps us ahead here. We could even go one more, just because anything this intercepts is just going to be wasted points on his end. But he's probably going to know. Like, he couldn't know the last turn because he sent 3 surveillances that I let all through, so he knows that now. But he's probably going to know soon. I kind of feel like I should just double pay again. It's pretty defensive. I also... Or... Let's just try it. Let's just try this through. He's probably paid 1 to it. Right? Which is bad if he... Let's just try it. Let's just see what happens. Alright, so here comes the assassinate. So that's a wasted 2 points. Could be a fake. In which case he'll know I'm paying this 11. Obviously, I can't risk it, so I have to intercept. And if that's the case, he's going to be more worried about paying or whatnot. So, if that doesn't work though, that's 2 wasted turns. I don't think I can do that. We'll intercept that. Let's just double pay, because that's what he will do when this goes through. So let's do that and cross our fingers that this gets through. If it gets through, then we really have the upper hand here. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, we're just waiting to know. I'm really curious if this is a fake or not. I suspected it is not, which is good. Because 1, it means he wasted 2 points, and 2, it means... Okay, that's really good. And we paid it 2, so I think we should be able to pull this off. And if not, we'll probably pay 2 up here while so our next turn while this is traveling, I think we'll pay 2 up here just to make sure. So yeah, he's trying to get assets through. I'm feeling good at this point, but you never know. In this game, it's not uncommon to feel good and then lose. Yeah, we'll double... Well, we could also... Like, this one we can't really afford to lose. I think we just double pay here, and then hopefully we'll be in a place where we can get one through there if this happens to get intercepted. But because of the double pay on, like, after the first asset, I think this will probably get through. Especially because we saw that he sent an intel, which is, even if it's fake, it's at least 1 point. So he couldn't have double paid. So I think we're going to be okay. But we'll see what happens when he ends his turn. Oh, dang. Okay. Well, now we can try it back up to here. He's trying again. So that means that he's outpaid this one now. which means I think we'll be able to get one through to there. Let's try it. I don't know. We don't know anything about this node. But let's intercept. No. I don't know how we got that through. So he must have been outpaying this one, which is what I was worried about. All right, well, there it happened. We went from feeling great to feeling less great. If this goes through, that would be nice, but it's not going to because he's going to intercept it here. Yeah, I didn't realize. I mean, I should have guessed, but I did mention it was possible that he was outpaying this. So what we need to do is restructure past this one. We could assassinate, but what we need is to spread our tree instead of, you know, like I said, this is a single point. By assassinating this one, we could bring his tree to, like we could do a very similar thing to his. I'm kind of thinking, wait, what did I paid 2 on that. That's not what I want to do. All right, so now it's 2-2. He is most likely going to be trying to get some up. Either he's going to be trying to go through this agent for sure. It's going to be easier for me, obviously, to lock down this sector because I don't think I'm going to try to outpay this one again, even though that is the most efficient use of my actions. I could try to assassinate through here, but I can't right now. I can reassign here and then assassinate. And then just see what he promotes. But in that time, he could send 2 assets through here. And I think he's outpaying here. I don't know if he would get through there, but he probably is outpaying there too. I don't remember. The last political sector was a while ago. So let's just try this and, you know, see what happens. Okay, yeah, so he sabotaged that there is my guess. Like I said, we really need to start restructuring. So let's do a promote here. And then let's just reassign, wait. Oh, to there? It's not the worst plan. Or we could pay one here. I think we'll pay next turn. This is getting a little hairy, isn't it? It's hard to organize. We have 1 action left, so let's just do a surveillance on that and see what happens. Do you remember that one where he he intercepted my surveillance on this node? Ah, he just won the game. Nice. GG. Oh boy.